Hi everyone, I'm the nature guy, and I am at the Sax Zim Bog in Minnesota, central Minnesota. And this morning it was minus 22 degrees and the wind chill is minus 50. So I'm not going to talk to you very long. You got to bundle up to see this place. So what's a bog anyway? Well, a bog is a low depression that collects rainwater. There's no river or creek feeding it. And so it just fills up shallow, and then stuff can grow across the water like sphagnum moss, things that like acidic water, because the water that's sort of there and stagnant with all the dead leaves and dead needles becomes acidic. So only acid-loving plants will grow there. And here in the bog in Minnesota, there's a lot of tamarack and a lot of black spruce that grow along with some other shrubby stuff, some willows and cranberry and so forth. So this spruce tamarack forest is a great place. So one of the things you come up to see here at the Sax Zim Bog in the middle of winter are great gray owls. Great gray owls are the largest of our owls in North America. And they nest here. There is a small population that nests here. It's the most southerly range of great gray owls. And in Canada, there's quite a few of them up in the boreal forest, but this has just the right habitat, so it's a place to come see them. Now, some years, in addition to the resident birds, there's an eruption of owls. What does an eruption mean? An eruption is when birds further north come down to the south. They don't normally migrate, but when the food situation is really bad up north, they'll travel further south in search of food. And so things may not be just right up north right now. Potentially all the fires last year could have had an influence on why there's owls this year. But we've had a number of great gray owls have come and added into the residence, so it's far more likely this year to see one than maybe previous years. But also, there's another species of owl that shows up occasionally in an eruption year, and that's the boreal owl. They're much smaller. They're cute little guys, but they live in the same place as the great gray owls. They're just smaller, eating smaller prey items. And this year there are several boreal owls that have come down to Minnesota and even in Michigan. And so we're on the hunt for both of those here in the bog. Now, both of these owl species like to hunt in the early morning, late evening. Actually, they're hunting all night, but you can't see them. So if you get out into some of these open spots in the morning, probably before 10 o'clock, or in the afternoon, about 3 o'clock, they start waking up and coming out. But through the middle of the day, they're sleeping. So if you can find the spot where you're sleeping, you can find the owls. And that's how we started out our trip. We found two spots, one where the great gray owl was having a snooze, and lots of people came by and took pictures. Peeked out every once in a while. And then the boreal owl, it's sleeping as well. Both boreal owls we saw were sleeping. It was middle of the day, and that's how you get to see them often. But then, like I said, late afternoon, or if you're here early in the morning, you'll see them flying around sometimes. And they're hunting and watching for their food. And what's interesting about both of these species is they can hunt completely by sound. They don't have to see it, because with all the snow here, you can imagine it's hard to see a little meadow vole or a mouse. So they listen very carefully. You often see them looking down, listening carefully. They use the big facial disc, which is like it works like a parabolic microphone. And so they zero in and they look, and then they dive down and they grab what's under the snow. And great gray owls can catch meadow voles that are in 4 feet of snow. So as long as they can hear them through the snow, they can catch them. We were very fortunate to see 4 great gray owls, at least 4. We saw one a couple of times, we think, and 2 boreal owls. So for a short weekend, that was really cool. So they say you only have about 10 minutes with open skin, exposed skin at minus 50 before you can freeze. So I'm not going to stay out here much longer, but it's just, even in the coldest, harshest conditions, you find cool things, cool life. Life can survive in so many different environments. It's fun to come to a different place and see different things you wouldn't see back home. Well, that's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed seeing some of these owls. We'll see you next time, hopefully from a warmer spot. Bye.